SVIZZERA 240, the project started actually with a large collection of photographies we were collecting on the websites of Swiss architecture firms. And the special thing about them, those photographies, were that they are depicting the interior of housing unfurnished, so empty. You don't see anything that would point onto an idea of how to use the space. It's only the surfaces, the floors, the white walls, the ceilings, the baseboards.
So what we did in the installation is that we don't build a house, but instead we build a house tour. So we want to take the visitor on a journey through the landscape of the unfurnished apartment interior. So what we did is actually that we built scenes of hundreds of images we collected and spliced them together in a spatial installation.
The image of an unfurnished flat can be misleading. They don't show everything perfectly. So we actually embrace the image's inability to show scale, depth, dimensions, spatial adjacency, and we build those deficiencies here in the pavilion. So as a visitor walking through, you experience scale shifts in between different rooms. So some rooms are built at 1.1 to 1, some rooms are built at 1.3 to 1, 1 to 1.2. So it's continuously oscillating, and we do this in order to make the familiar everyday environment appear foreign, or as a foreign landscape, which then challenges you and brings to the foreground the questions of how this surface interacts with us and structures our lives. So what we find curious about the architectural shell of the housing interior is that for nearly a century, architectural tastes, styles, ideologies have all changed and fluctuated. The exterior architecture of any housing project has gone through a number of iterations, but yet the interior has almost always been a foregone conclusion. It's remained constant. And then the further kind of paradox of the surface we find is that also political ideologies change, or ways of living change completely, yet we are the same appearance of the shell abides. It's stayed the same. So this is a big curiosity for us.
So what we are actually interested in is this friction between reality and the virtuality. So these images we were collecting, and also the main material for the construction of this installation, are on the one hand, they promise a real environment. So they promise, this is how the flat looks, basically. On the other hand, they are hyper artificial. And we use this friction between reality and the virtuality in order to create a new form of representation that can open up new discussions and speculation on this very surface that is actually never discussed within the architectural discourse, but also not within a discourse of occupants.